Morning, everybody. This is day 2035 of doing 100 pull-ups a day. I'll be filming the entire workout again, and I'll also be posting a podcast on top of this, just like I did the past 2 weeks. And I'll be at the park this time, so it'll be a little better. Also, if you want to engage in the podcast, please comment below any questions, comments, or whatever you want. I do have a question to answer last week, and I'll answer that today on today's podcast. Timmy Lee Pearson, okay? And yeah, you guys have a wonderful day. Enjoy the workout.
Who are you?
I'm just that loved pull-ups.
Excuse me, I was just sipping on that purple stuff. It was the V8 juice blended. I don't know, it's purple. And then you mix it with the pomegranate juice just to get my vitamins in on this cheat day because I screwed off today. Anyway, let's get started. Welcome to the Pull-Up Podcast. If you're new here, welcome. Basically where I just talk about really anything, to be honest with you. And I engage with the comments or anything that they ask in the comments. So if you ask a question in the comments, just as I have one today to answer, so we'll get to that later. But anyway, this is the Pull-Up Podcast, episode number 3, in which we talk about, again, anything. Just pull up, dog. So first and foremost, banking off of last week, the practice and theory. Again, I told you guys, and I will always continue to tell you guys that I am not the I'm not the all-seeing eye. I don't know anything, so I'll straight up say that right now. You can give me a piece of paper for a certificate. Sure, I have one that says I know what I'm doing, and I like to think I do when it comes to the exercise part. But I can tell you how careful you need to be. For instance, one time I Google searched how to do a pull-up. And God bless this lady's soul. She was the first lady on the list on the Google search. So 2 things. She was doing a chin-up, which is fine. It's in my opinion, chin-up's a variation of a pull-up. It's a supinated grip, right? Or was it pronate? Supinated grip pull-up. Okay, whatever. But she didn't explain that, this is a chin-up actually. And I'm facing my palms in to my face. That's actually called the chin-up. It's a variation of a pull-up, right? A little easier too. Believe it or not, it's slightly easier. You'll still do around the same amount of reps, but nonetheless, still hard. Still a hard exercise. Anyway, going on. She ends up doing the chin up without explaining she's doing a chin up. And on top of that, her range of motion was off. And guys, range of motion is like everything when it comes to working out. Just full range of motion all the time. Don't half-ass the exercise and let your ego go. If you can't complete the pull-up, then don't go halfway down and go up just to say you did it. No, that's not how pull-ups work, guys. It's elbows locked, right? In the dead hang position, elbows are locked out to their maximum, and you pull up. Your chin goes past the bar line, and if you're not using bars such as rings in my case, just pretend there's an imaginary bar in between the 2 rings and your chin needs to pass that. That's how a full rep pull-up is. It's pretty simple. It's very simple. And I just saw the other day too, I was like, I think calisthenics obviously is more fit for the smaller individual. You can have an easier job doing it. But I think lots of folks will use that as an excuse on why they suck at calisthenics. They'll just use that as a barrier. Yeah, I can't do it because it's like a small guy saying they can't push weight because they're just small. Their muscles are too small. No, I've seen dudes pressing 300. My cousin, dude, 315 pounds for reps. That's crazy on a bench, bro. But people will always find an excuse to help them sleep at night. Don't be that guy, guys. Don't be that guy. There's no any and second of all, that's your body and your body weight, and that God gave you. You control it. God gave me this body. I never asked to be this size. Never asked, hey God, let me. No. This is what I'm given, and I'm gonna control it. So I don't give a shit how big I am, or let's say I were to grow for some reason 6'4" the next day, I'd still figure a way out because that's my goal here. If that makes sense, I wouldn't let that stop me. You know what I mean? Anyway, moving along. So I wanted to touch on. I am a teacher, and I'm not gonna call out any names. I'm not gonna call out anything, not even where I work, and you guys can figure that out. But bro, this is for the parents out there, man. I don't know what generation of parents this is. I think this is Generation X. Or my generation. I think it's a generation before me. I believe that's Gen X. Those guys do not know how to let their kid fall, bro. You guys do not know how to let your kid fall. I don't know if it's trauma from your childhood, like, oh, we were latchkey, and I want to be there for my kid. So you're a damn drone or helicopter parent, and it's like they're up their ass, dude. It's like, bro, let go. Let him fail. Let her fail. She wants to screw off and screw off in the classroom, and she's going to pay a consequence. It's called failure. That's what happens. No, instead they have to be up the butt, and it's just sad. It really is sad to see, and it's also stupid because you can explain to them everything, and it'll fly right over their head. And this is just people in general, dude. Like, I mean, it saddens me to see how stupid people are. Like, did you not just see the reasoning behind this? Like, you're just gonna ignore that? That could be the issue. You're gonna try, those kind of people right there. It saddens me, and it's like, damn, what the future's gonna hold. But also, it makes me feel better about myself because now, like, I know for a fact, and I realized this about 3 years ago. I finally realized, like, okay, I've been around enough stupid people to understand that, Gabriel, at least you're not an idiot. At least you're not stupid. I'm not saying I'm smart. I always tell people I'm not smart. I'm just not stupid. That's for sure. Like, I know I'm not, like, smart guy. I'm just average intelligence here. But I know for a fact I'm not stupid. I notice things. I see things. And I'm not an idiot. If you give me a reason to like, follow along, or like give me reason and to front your argument, and I'll look at it as is. I'm not gonna be blind by dumb shit. Like, that doesn't even, I can't explain it. But yeah, they make me feel better about myself. Stop calling your damn kids, guys. Stop it. Let them grow up, dude. Let them grow up from an early age on. Trust me, if you really care that much about them. But anyway, that's my rant of the day. Congratulations, Gabriel. You're not an idiot, and I'm happy about that. Yes. So, I'm gonna go out to my buddy in the comments, Tim Lee Pearson. Respect, boy. How you been, dog? I wish I can get you out here on this podcast. Which goes to I'll touch on that later. But anyway, he asked me, what is my favorite Bible verse? It's that one about the quarrelsome wife. No, I'm joking. It's John 8:7. Let he who is without sin cast the first stone. So, that's when Jesus told the dudes that were about to stone this broad that committed adultery. They were about to stone her to death, and then he straight up was like protecting her, saying, alright, whoever hasn't messed up, go ahead and throw it first. Like, who hasn't ever made a mistake and sinned. And they all couldn't do it. They were like, oh crap, you got us there, Jesus. That's a crappy sin, but apparently all sin is the same. So, if you cheat on your mans, you don't get stoned anymore. Congratulations to you, people that commit adultery, I guess, adulterers. Damn. But anyway, so if you want to engage with me, go ahead and do it, just like Timmy. So Timmy, there you go. I got you, dog. That was my favorite quote. It just and reason I guess I can put behind it. I have a lot of time here. Is yeah, man. It's just think about it. Like, we've all messed up. Tim, you've known me for I don't even know what 2014, 2013, even 2012. I don't know, a long time. You've seen how I used to be, and you've seen, yeah, I was a sinful young man, evil. I had some demons in me, dude. So, like, nobody's perfect, and, people that know me here, people that just know me from Arizona for the most part, don't know me from the past, dude. This was not the same dude, man. I had a lot of issues growing up, and a lot of demons to face, dude, and I was kind of embarrassing looking back. Some people see me as nice dude, some people see me as the devil himself. So and it's up to the individual to change, and I it's why I kind of like, it's silly when these dudes are like getting canceled for what they've done and stuff, and about how they were in the past. It's like, yeah, as long as they learn from it, move on. I mean, unless you do something extreme, bro, like, I don't know. Like that nasty stuff that's on that internet, and I don't want to talk about. Like nasty stuff. What am I talking about? Like the damn, whatever that island or whatever. That's another level. That's like, come on, bro. Like, you should be persecuted for that, but that's a different level of messing up, if that makes sense. All sin is the same, yes, but there's a big but in there. Like that island or whatever with those, that's just disgusting, bro. Like, no. And anyway, that's just that's almost like I can't judge, I guess, though, but who am I to judge, you know what I mean? Anyway, I'm going on a tangent here. And I wanted to talk, Tim was actually, if you guys didn't know this, I had a podcast before, and it was terrible. I got better with time, but it started out like garbage, and you probably think this one is garbage, but I think it's a lot better than the past, from what I had, when I first started, and that's important to have. I'm so thankful that I had that podcast to help with this one, at least. And the plans for the future in this is, I was actually showing my kids that I teach gameplay of that Siege game I used to play, and they were very excited about my videos I used to make. I used to edit them, put dumb stuff on them, and yeah, they're really happy. They said they want to play with me, so streaming should be coming soon. I don't play anymore, but like when I'm done with that school, I'm gonna play with them. Like when I'm out of that school, I'm just gonna play with them and play video games and play that game Siege, at least. And I'll play like once a week and stream it. I'll live stream it. If they want to play with me, sure they can. But if not, then I'll play with my other boy that I played with. I don't really like that game anymore to begin with. So, but yeah, that was interesting, fun time playing that stupid game, Rainbow Six Siege. Maybe I'll get on PUBG and screw off on there too. But anyway, so on top of that, here today going to this video here, it's a leg day workout. So if I do 100 pull-ups a day, now even my leg days need to have pull-ups, which suck, but it is what it is. It's actually pretty good to have because it'll stretch your spine out in between sets. It'll separate your disc and your spine, so it feels good. Hold on, I'm gonna take a sip. But yeah, so you do pull-ups in between. I didn't want to go to the gym again and just film the whole thing in the corner again. I was like, why not? Do a bunch of single leg stuff, some lunges, some pistol squats. If you don't know what a pistol squat is, it's just a one-legged squat. Keep your balance, and pretty tough. That's a 60-pound dumbbell. 60-pound dumbbell. That's a 60-pound vest that I'm carrying around. So I did some walking lunges back and forth, a couple squats in between, about 3 sets of each, and then we had pistol squats at 100 pull-ups, 100 push-ups, and it was such a grind, man. Not this one, hell no. The grind was on Friday, the day before. I had the sleep deprivation, man. Can someone give me tips on how to sleep, please? Please, please, please. Waking up at 2 in the morning, 1:30 in the morning. Usually wake up around 3:15 to 3:45. That's the 3:45 at the latest. But this time it was 4:05 on Friday because, man, I could not move. Like, I think the deprivation caught up to me. I'll go to, I think 6 hours is my sweet spot. But, so I try to go to bed early, like to get 8 hours in it. That doesn't help. It doesn't help, not one bit. But if you guys can, what do you guys do to go to sleep? Tell me. And also, so Friday, I stayed in bed, and I was training all by myself this whole week, except for Friday. My freaking friend Kevin finally decided to show up on Friday, and the other guy James. 2 people usually show up to these 5 a.m. Muay Thai gyms, and yeah, I got to finally spar on Friday, and that was a fun time. So anyway, after this workout, I ended up going to play catch with this dude named Jin I met from Japan. The dude blew out his arm, and he's throwing left-handed. Dude is throwing like 200 feet lefty, and I hit him fly balls, and he just looks natural. It's crazy. With great practice, man, this guy just drilled it out. And kudos to him. We're going to be playing soon in California. I'll be sure to upload baseball videos once I start playing again. I'm getting a league in. If you guys, anybody out here listening, at least in Arizona, want to play some baseball, please hit me up, hit my DMs, and or hit the comments even. Shoot, I don't know. I'm still looking for players here. I have about 7 so far, so we have plenty of room. 7 games in the spring, but ain't nobody out here in Arizona probably listening so far. But also, I also wanted to touch on another comments. The comments I had. Someone had commented that, oh, that was only 10 pull-ups. I'm like, yes, it was only 10. Dude, if you're listening, I'm not going to post every single day 100 reps out. That would take up so much space on my damn phone. Unless you're going to pay for my iCloud storage, please feel free. You can send me money monthly, and I will pay for iCloud, so I'll film every day for you, buddy. Like, I'll film it every day. But again, this covenant here is a covenant between me, myself, and God. Okay? This is our covenant, and the God that lives in me, the Holy Spirit, it's all with me. So if you don't believe that I'm doing it, I ask you to one, when you meet your maker, when you meet God, you ask him if I've done it. And he'll tell you. And yeah, I mean, that's simple as that. He'll tell you the truth. And the truth is, my truth is, yeah, I'm doing it. Because again, this is my covenant. And I explained this before. There's no need to lie about this. If I'm lying to myself. And I'm not about that life. Like, I'm not a sad individual like that. I think that's pathetic. Pathetic human being if I were to front that I'm doing this. And why did you start on day 2000? You know what? Because I didn't do it for you. That's why. Oh man, I shouldn't have said that. I'll edit that out. I didn't do it for you guys. I didn't do it for anyone but myself. I didn't do it for my mom, my dad, my brothers. No, for the world. I did it for myself. I think it's excellent for myself. I needed to do something in order to feel better about myself. So I started with day 2000 because why not? I already explained how it started. Day 2000 just somehow happened. I was told to do it, and the fact that it landed on 2000 to start, well, who the hell wouldn't want to start on a fat whole number like that, or a fat zero like that, 3 zeros to follow, So there you go. There you have it. But anyway, moving on. Let's see, where am I in the workout? I believe I'm at 60 reps here and walking. Dude, I try to rest as much as, but I don't know how these fools could go nonstop like that. And I've been working on this one arm pull up. As you can see, the rings are down here and offset. One's low, one's high. It's 2 years now, people, of training for the one arm pull up, and I can't get it. And I've been thinking what I'm doing wrong. At this point, man, I think I'm overtraining still. The fact that I'm doing 100 pull-ups every day, that might be overtraining. And that's okay. I'm going to keep overtraining then, I guess, right? But the science says this. No, I don't care, bro. I don't care. I made a vow, and that vow is going to stick. So if it takes me 4 years to get to one-arm pull-up, so be it. Because guess what? The next 4 years, if I'm still alive, I still have to do 100 pull-ups a day. And guess what? The 4 years after that, I'm going to have to do it. So I have nothing but time, buddy. Until I'm dead, then that's when my time runs out. Then whatever. If I don't achieve it, I don't achieve it. But it's going to happen. There's no way I can fail because I have to do them every day. The only way I can fail is if I die soon. Which I don't plan on dying soon. But, anything could happen. And at least I'll have pull-ups behind. I'll be a millionaire by age 53 if I'm lucky to make it that far. If the world doesn't end by that time, if we don't get nukes and all that. But let's not get into that stuff, Gabriel. Let's not. I tend to, guys, when you're alone a lot, you tend to go down rabbit holes. I think being alone is very important. Isolation is important, and too much of it is scary, though. To a point, not scary. The scary part is you'll begin to like it. So, guys, when you're alone all the time, I think a good amount is healthy, like anything, right? Like anything, it's healthy, and yeah, there's a certain point where it gets to you will begin to like it, and then all of a sudden you don't like to socialize at all. I just realized about myself on yesterday on Friday. I was at my new job, and I had work a second job. I'm a trainer, right? Man, I was just around people I don't really know, and it was just awkward for me. I was socially awkward, and that was been a long time since I've been social. I mean, I've always been an awkward individual, I guess. Looking back, I mean, I have Ninja Turtles all over my damn house. What can I say, you know? Nerdy boy, I play chess all the time. I realize I'm just a nerd. And that's okay, you know? And that's something I also need to stream too, is my chess play. Bet you didn't know that, boy. Yeah, your boy's a grandmaster. Nah, hell no, I ain't no grandmaster. I'm like a pretty average in the chess world. No, average in the chess world would be like ELO of 800. My ELO, okay, the highest ELO, if you're familiar, I've touched 1648, or did I pass that? I don't know. I don't even know. 16, I don't know. 16, mid 1600s. How about that? Middle 1600s. Top 2% in the world, at least, you know? So, but that's like with 15 years of experience. Oh, bro, 20 years. Since I was 9 years old, 10 years old, I learned how to play. But 16 years plus the chess.com. Joined chess.com in 2010, so it's about to be 16 years in February since I joined that thing. That's crazy. I'm an OG on that thing, kind of. I think that came around in 05, though, so it was 5 years deep. I actually wanted to work for them, but I think working for them would be just hell, you know? Those tech companies, and like how up they have to just keep grinding. Yeah, no thank you, brah. No thank you. I'm good where I'm at, G. But anyway, I was watching something on why they were talking about my generation of millennials and how we're just getting screwed over financially over and over. Like, we get the shaft. And I was just curious, man. Is there anybody else out there kind of withdrawn from just the system and society? I want to know. Like, straight up, I just come to peace with, like, I don't ever, because if I save my money, I can buy a house. But really, what's buying a house, people? You pull a loan, someone else owns that house, and you have to pay that someone. Yeah, it's in your name, and then you pay taxes on it. But I don't want to have to, like, be married to owing people. I hate owing people money, bro. And the fact with these student loans up the butt, man, it's just like, I really don't even want to pay it at this point. I'm just over it. I'm over it. Go ahead and garnish my wage for all I care. What, I can't buy a house? No big deal. I pay all my credit cards off every damn month. My credit score is pretty damn strong. Garnish my wage. Okay, I'll go wait tables, homie. Come take my cash from me, you know? Yeah, the feds is listening now. They're going to get your boy here. But anyway, like, that's just where I'm at now. And it's like, I don't even want kids. Like, no. I don't even want kids, especially dealing with kids all freaking day over here, man. I deal with them a lot. I'm like, nah. When you hear your name called, like, when I'm teaching and these kids come up to your desk and just left and right, they're all calling your name at once, bro, when they just get in the damn class. Mr. Cornell. It's like, bro, shut up and sit down, dude. And you hear that shit like 7, 6, I don't know, 5 kids calling your name once they come in and coming to your desk. It's like, bro, what the hell happened to going to your seat and just sitting down, bro? These kids are different, man. If you guys don't know. You don't know. For those listening and have never taught or anything, it's not the same, guys. They don't sit down anymore. They don't know how to go to their seat. Like, it's not, like, I could say they don't write anything down. Let's say that. Can't even spell. I don't even want to get started with my subject. And going back, I was actually supposed to talk about how PE is the most important subject out of all. Out of all of the subjects that I went through in school, and when you'll realize, guys, that physical education is the most important. It is the most important. I don't care what anybody says, because look, this is my reason. Unless you're some physicist, which very few people take that route. it's really the only subject you take with you in the real world. Because when I was in the real world, after college, and even after college, like I was out of the education system, right? You go to work and stuff. It's like, what the hell was the point of learning all that crap? Like, what was it like? Where does it translate now to real life stuff? It doesn't at all. But I tell you what did though. It's going to the gym and working out, doing those movements that we learned. Taught us how to do a pull-up when we were in 6th grade. Taught us the form. All the way down, all the way up. Stuck with you forever. It's a pretty simple concept. That's what I was saying. Like, it's a simple concept to understand, but you'll be surprised how many butcher it, bro. The push-up. Hey, you have to be at least 90 degrees. I mean, I don't know if that's still the standard now, but like if your arms are nice, so if your biceps/tricep is parallel to the ground, that should be the minimum depth to go down in a push-up. Elbows need to lock on your way up. Yes, that's what sticks with you. And let's see, like the epidemic of obesity and these heart diseases, all this diabetes, all this crap that's going on in this country in particular. I think I'm no scientist, right? But I'm pretty sure that, or no doctor, I'm pretty sure physical activity helps prevent that stuff, right? So if we have this problem on our hands with, the weight and just unhealthy crap along with the food we eat, so I guess learning nutrition would be nice instead of learning the BS food pyramid that they taught us. Remember that, guys? Man, they duped us there too, huh? Makes you wonder too, like what the hell, and obviously it's a system thing, and don't get me on this Dale Gribble freaking radio podcast that I can go on. If you know what I'm talking about, it's where Dale Gribble's in his basement and his conspiracy theories. But like, dude, the system really duped us on. I wonder what else they tried to dupe us on, right? Like, but you really have to stop and think and look back at that. And why you think it's so ass backwards? Like I said, they push the core stuff, math, science, English, whatever, in history, but they put physical education on the back burner. Nobody cares about it. Makes no sense, in my opinion. I mean, you want like readied up. If your kids are ready to go, like in shape, imagine, man. When it comes down to draft time, or if you need people to, fight a war or something, I think it'd probably be better if the kids were in shape. But now, look at it now, military's like, man, they can't recruit anybody. Apparently it's like 30, what is it? I forget what number is qualified. 27%, something like 30%, if not less, are qualified, but they haven't even, that's not counting like their criminal background. So if they were to count the criminal background now, it would be around, like, it'd have to be less, right? Because, like I said, they're not counting it. So, I mean, unless all that 27% were just clean individuals with no criminal background, but just damn near impossible. So, anyway, there goes my rant for that case. But physical education, my mind is made up on that. There's no changing my mind. You need to be, like, it's important to have health, man. Without health, you're nothing, bro. Like, you're what good is it? Like, anybody that's in bad health will tell you, they're going to say, I wish I was healthy. Rich people with bad health, they're going to say, I wish I was healthy, man. They're trying to do whatever they can. And like I said, one way to stay in good health is working out. Obviously. And guys, if it starts with just walking every day, walking every day can change it's changed a lot of lives too. Just walking, legit walking. Better than sitting on your arse. Know what I mean? But here, I'm almost done with this workout here. I think I'm 80 deep now. And I threw on that weight vest as hell. So why was I carrying it up front? Like, if you didn't see, like, I didn't want to keep having to take it on and off and on and off, if that makes sense. I'd rather just pick it up and hug it. So yeah, I know what I'm doing, guys. Like, you don't need to tell me stuff that like last time I said, like, I know sometimes I'm doing a chin up and I say it's pull up. Yes, I know that it counts as a chin up. Like, I'm not that dumb, bro. Not one of those dummy guys, you know. If I don't know something, I'm gonna say I don't know. I'm not gonna pretend like I do. If that makes sense. I had to learn that it's okay to masquerade, like, not masquerade. I don't masquerade it. I just, you know, I know very little, and I'm very stupid at this, so that's why I do 100 pull-ups. It's just, it makes the workout simpler. It's very dumb and it's simple. It's a simple concept, and I got to do it every day. Like, I think just the way I'm wired, dog. You know. Anything you guys like doing every day? And I'm curious. If you want to answer that, go ahead. But I'd like to wrap this thing up. But I still have stuff to accomplish here. Like, I think 20 more pull-ups. And here's the offset grip. I tried to do the offset grip with 60 pounds on me. Yep. And that was a failure right there, man. That was hard. That was very difficult. Very frustrating too. Again, with the one-arm pull-up, because I didn't get to go heavy this week with my pull day. And I probably won't be able to do it tomorrow. I'm headed to Las Vegas for the winter break, or just for a week. See my brother for Christmas time. So that'll be a fun trip. Just to hang out with him, man. I'm a nice family man, you know what I mean? I think if you guys don't know, I don't know what you guys think, but I'd like to know what your values are, man. I feel like family values are the most important, along with I mean, my opinion would be your relationship with yourself, your soul, with God, and then your family, and then your people that you love, your loved ones. Loved ones and family going hand in hand, though. What do you guys think about that? I don't know. Like, you love all, but yeah. Anyway, going back. I want to touch again on coaching, the coaching aspect. So I put on here for baseball. I'm going to talk a little baseball here. This is for you pitching coaches out there. One, pitching coaches, please let your guys shake you off. That's just coming from a pitcher. You are not the all-seeing eye. I get it. You're probably more experienced. Sometimes they should trust you, yes. But here's a big but here. How do I explain this? The type of pitching coach that doesn't let a pitcher shake him off. I don't know if I'd like to have that guy as my pitching coach. That's just me. It's almost like letting go of control. Just let go. Just let go. You're not on the bump. You don't see everything. You're not the all-seeing eye. I would say, like, for me personally, what I do, I say, look, guys, you can shake me off if your gut is telling you something's bad that's happening. If you feel in your gut that's going to happen, shake it off. So basically, they'll know, yeah, I'm not feeling like, and the gut is, I don't know if everybody's got it though on the mound. As I was talking to Coach Montez at OUAZ, I was talking to him and I was like, you know, don't you, when you're pitching and there's a dude on base, like, don't you sense that he's, I mean, for me as a lefty, right, I'm looking at the runner at first. It's like a different sense, man. You can tell when the dude's going to take off. He has a different, or especially on second, especially when he's on second base. Because you have to get a better jump on second base, right? Because it's a shorter throw for the catcher. Something about them, that runner, he's like more zoned in, more focused, and he's hunched over a little more. It's a sense, dude. Like, you can pick up these things. And they all pretty much do it. Not all, but a lot of them will do it. they will get ready to go, and you can sense it. And that's when you do that inside move to second. But he was explaining how not everybody has those instincts and those senses, man. He was telling me that. He was like, look, if you've been around the game, yeah, but there's a lot that people don't have. Which is crazy to me. I'm of course, this is where my stupidity comes along. I always think people see the world through my lens and my perspective, my experiences. But no, I forget that sometimes. And that's where I come up short with coaching a lot and just interacting with people sometimes, relationships, building them. That's my own ignorance and stupidity, and I admit to that. But anyway, back to the coaching thing. Yeah, I tell my guys, if you don't feel comfortable, shake. And for catchers, let them call the game, man. How the hell are they going to learn if they don't ever call a game? We don't need to be in control of everything, guys. Especially youth. Get the kids to learn. Let them call their own game so they learn what not to do, what to do. And when you call it, you correct them. Let them make mistakes. Let them fall. That's how you learn. You fall. Just going back to the coddling thing. Let the kid fall. That's the best way to learn is you mess up. So you let the kid call it, especially the youth ball. So pre-high school, JV, like before we get to varsity level, let the catcher call the game. Even let the JV catchers call the game. You need them to learn. These kids need to learn baseball. They need to learn the strategy. That there's a lot more to the game than what these kids think. And a lot of the times they don't have to think because you got these damn 10U coaches telling them what to throw, dude. Let the boy figure it. Let the kids play, dude. Like, let them play and correct them. That's the best, man. I'm over here trying to tell coaches in there. I mean, one ear out the other, but hey, man, I might be right for all you know. For all you know, I could be right. In a way, at least. But that's just my sense. And going back to, like, man, I swear, I remember I got in some trouble with my high school pitching coach. He started yelling at me and shit because, dude, after like 2-3 games, was it 2-3 games? There was 2 blown games. And it was a pitch I knew the dude was, like, our team couldn't hit that year. It was my senior year in high school. Our team couldn't really hit, bro. We couldn't manufacture runs. The games were like 3-1, 3-2. You know what I mean? So it was tough being a pitcher. And I remember on 2 instances, this lefty-lefty matchup. The lefties are late on me. They're hitting. But it's weird. There's tall, lengthy lefties against me, and I'm a left-handed pitcher. They were struggling on me. I remember both times I was owning them. Just fastballs, fastball changeup. I don't need to throw a curve, slow it. No. But mainly fastballs. Late. I remember the dude flew out to third base like twice on me. And my pitching coach, in a crucial situation, decides to call curveball. And I knew both times in my gut, I was like, this he's going to hit this curveball right now. And what happens? The homie hits the curveball in a crucial situation. And then, after that, I decided to shake him off the next game, and he yelled at me for that. I was like, nah, bro, I'm going to college to play. You're making me look bad. I'm sorry. But anyway, that was the podcast. Let's wrap it up with that. I did over 100 pull-ups in here. I was just to make sure. Sometimes I do that to compensate for, not compensate, but just to make sure. I'm like, maybe I'll lose count. I always do extra to make sure. In this case, it was just maybe range of motion in there. And yeah, just to make sure there's no discrepancy. Anyway, this is the podcast. You guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys next week.
Clown.